be another dominating performance by this unit too. Really 2 weeks in a row. What'd you see this week that was better than last week?
First half, I mean, they made some plays in the passing game. They made it a 7-on-7 game, which was a little shocking. I didn't expect that as much as they did. But our guys responded. We had things that we wanted to do and see how we matched up with them. And as the course of the game went on, we got more into our flow and calling coverages that we wanted coverage and having personnel that we wanted. And a lot of guys played and did a great job adjusting.
What did you think were the best elements of your game tonight on defense?
Probably the second half third downs, turnovers, and then limiting them to either field goals or long attempted fourth downs where they decided to punt. I think that really changed the game. I think with their kicking situation, they didn't quite know what they wanted to do, so made it tough for them, made it a long night for them. And our guys did a great job. They made some plays, but then closer got to the red zone, guys really tightened it up.
And Coach, talking about obviously performances, how big was it at halftime just to kind of remind the team obviously what they did and how they hung around against Oregon last week and just to keep the foot on the
No, it ain't about it. It's about an issue. It's just about an issue.
He hadn't thrown any interceptions. He got 3 tonight, and he could have had a few more. So just what sort of enabled that?
If you throw the ball 45 times, more negative things happen than positives, right? We throw the ball, and that's what we talk about. And great job by our guys competing, man. I mean, Jackie Jones, Keon Markham showed up. Tommy Hill, Jordan Clark. I mean, they challenged our guys. And we knew it was going to be 7-on-7. And then those some big receivers, and our guys did a good job of battling just every night. When they caught the ball, just get them on the ground. Give us another chance, and we did.
How about the play Jack Jones?
Yeah, I seen that before at Poly. This is crazy. But, it's fun, man. At the end of the day, it was a hell of a play, first of all, by Jack. They ran that route earlier in the game, and he caught it. This time, Jack read it, same formation. Jack jumped it, and Johnny on the spot. DeAndre finally got in the end zone. It's good to see. And Jack Rabbit's running around again.
I know easy is not the right word, but maybe less challenging for a defense when you have such a one-dimensional offense to defend?
Well, I think it was a compliment to us that they didn't want to run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to run the ball. And then when they decided, they couldn't. So that's a compliment to us, and we just got to keep playing with it that way. Our mindset is to stop the run, be dominant in the run, and then give ourselves an opportunity to have some third and longs and be able to call the calls that we want to call. And we got cover guys. You see it. I mean, we got a lot of guys in cover, and they're going to get challenges. Listen, we're going to have a bad day one day. I don't know what day it's going to come. We just got to step up and keep playing.
They did convert some of those third and longs in the first half. What did you see on those?
Yeah, just you got to get a little tighter. We're doing the same routes that was in the second half. I mean, their quarterback did a really good job of throwing some tight throws, and number 84 is a hell of a player and will be a good football player for him.
Yeah. Anthony Cooper, he continues to shine, getting opportunities. What do you think about him or other guys up front?
Yeah, it's hard to see because you don't know who's in. I'll be honest, I don't know who's in. I just look up and tell Rob, we want this group, we want that kind of group, and we go in and they're producing. At the end of the day, it's a credit to them. These guys are kind of like in a frenzy right now, in the sense where everybody wants to play. And the only way you can play is by producing and knowing what to do. And if you don't play. And you see the guys that don't play and the guys that play more, and that's what it's based on.
To piggyback off that, how do you feel the chemistry with the D-line has grown from the start of the season till now?
Yeah, I just think our team overall, it's a tight unit. We keep everything in-house. We don't worry about outside noise.
Tyler Johnson had to be licking his chops against a quarterback that's not as mobile as the ones you guys have faced. He got a couple sacks. What do you think about just...
Yeah, towards the end, Tyler was really happy. He started going more pressures, and he had a two-way going to tackle, which we didn't give him early in the game. But at the end of the day, man, listen, it's about team. Everybody was able to eat at the end of the day, and more importantly, you got to win, and we kept a team in the Pac-12 to 10 points.
Coach, how much does the energy mean to your team? I mean, I see Jack Jones jumping up and down, and you see the rest of the guys. How much does that mean?
Yeah, we're a passionate group. Guys love football, coaches love football. That's what we do.
What do you think now that you're 3-0 in the pack? And, I mean, do you talk to the guys at all even about that? Or?
Nah, man. Since we've been here, we've been 5-1 before. Yeah. Didn't end well. We don't want to talk about this. Next guy up. Tough challenge coming up next week on the road with Utah. It's always been a bloodbath since at least I've been here. I mean, it's a physical game. We got some guys nicked up. I don't know how they play tomorrow. We'll see how that goes, but we got to win that game. 2 years ago they beat up on us. They got after us, so we need to be physical.
Thanks, AP.